But they came in to teach you how to love. That's the real reason they left. They had to leave. For some of you guys, that person had to leave so that you can love yourself. So if that person was still in your life, they would have been causing drama, leaving destruction everywhere they go. Everything they touched would be destroyed. So God eradicated them from your life. That's the reason why they left, because God didn't want them there. That's why. Soul therapy. What's up, hey people? Hey, what's up, tribe? All right. Did y'all see the title? What y'all thought about that title? Page of Cups. The title, why did he leave me? Right? Beautiful souls, beloveds. Why did he leave? What was the real reason? Yeah, I know y'all about to get this work, right? Are y'all ready? I said, are you ready to get this work? Hey, Shannon. It's okay, baby. Oh, lag. Okay, no problem, baby. Spirit of the universe, please connect me to the collective of the all so that I can give them a clear, accurate reading for their highest and their holiest good, and the highest and holiest good of all who are involved. Hey, Shay, we ready? Why did he leave? I know somebody out there want to know. I'm about to spill the tea. Spirit says he was a page, baby. You know what's weird? When I start to do reading, this one ear starts to itch. And I don't know if that's because they're trying to talk to me. It's weird. I know some readers, their nose itch. I don't get the nose. I get the runny nose, but I get the ear. Okay, let's talk. Let's get real. Why did he leave? Page of Cups shows up here. I always look at this page as innocent. You know, he's so innocent. You know, this is your innocence. Damn. I feel like the relationship between you and the person of interest, right? Your love. Damn, Spirit, you really talking to us tonight. Damn. Okay. Well, dang. I feel like this relationship was built on something that was not rooted in reality. Do you know what this page does? He likes to fantasize. He likes to fantasize. He daydreams about it. It's fantastical. It's not even a word. It's the idea of love that he loves. Why did he break up with me? He thought you were immature, whoever I'm speaking to. He thought you were immature. Look. See someone moving forward towards another cup here. You maybe have been dealing with someone that had multiple options here, and there may have been some new energy around them that you weren't aware of. One thing I could say here is that you had a lot of love for this person, whoever I'm speaking to. You had a lot of love for this person. It was unconditional, but it was so innocent because it was pure. It's like you would do anything for this person, right? This particular person in question. But I think they realized how naive you were to a certain extent, you know, when it came to your feelings and the emotions you felt. And they took advantage of it because you didn't have boundaries set. You didn't have those boundaries set. You know how important it is to set boundaries, right? Sometimes we leave ourselves wide open, right? And it's like we're easy targets. I just felt like he was about to hit like, doesn't it look like you have a baseball bat? Easy target. Give me the next message. And then it's because of our inner core wounding too. This person here has been through so much, this person knows heartache, heartbreak, disappointment, sadness. This person has been through the trenches when it came to love in their heart. And this vulnerability, or this energy of being wounded, it was like wolves or lions smelling blood. You know, when a predator smells blood, oh, new meat, you know what I mean? Oh, you know? So it's like you're an easy target. But it was a lesson in disguise, though. You know, it was a lesson so that you can mature emotionally here, because you're showing up as a page. You're the querent. That was the very first card that fell out. Showing up as a page here. But this page is very innocent. Thank you, Spirit. This person was wounded. This person was very wounded. There's a fire sign being highlighted here. Fire sign didn't know what they wanted. This person may have been wounded through childhood trauma. We have a child here. I feel like both of you guys are mirroring each other, okay? Because we have the Lovers and the Two of Cups here. This feels very twin flamish for some of you guys. For these two cards to come out in the same spread like this, right next to each other. There is inner core wound in the heart here. We have wounding. Someone has a chip on their shoulders. Someone is extra guarded, very guarded, and they are unable to open and be receptive and be vulnerable here. And what does that do? The universe is saying here, we have a cup available to you, but then if you won't allow yourself to be vulnerable, then it creates a barrier. It creates misunderstandings. It creates a lack of judgment, harsh judgment, a lack of compassion, insecurities, self-doubt. I see a king here that really didn't have a lot of confidence in himself, even though on the outside he made it seem like he did. I see a relationship that was very imbalanced. We have two people that mutually care about each other, are attracted to each other, but there was an imbalance in the energy where one person was more mature. Somebody is coming up as immature here. Let's clarify this page. This could be more evolved spiritually, intellectually, but more spiritually more than anything. I feel like this person, due to their wounding and conditioning from parents and from society, from dogma, they have been, wow. Okay, the page came out with a whole bunch of cards. They have been perpetuating some sort of illusion or delusion. So we have the Three of Swords, we have competition. This person had a lot of people around them, maybe fighting over them, or maybe this person engaged in a lot of drama. This person was giving to other people. So this person had options. This person was very egotistical. This person had an inflated ego. Leo energy very strong for some of you guys. Doesn't have to be. We have the King of Wands reverse and the counterpart. So this is a divine feminine, divine masculine here. Very fiery energy, lots of passion. The passion was there, absolutely. The passion was there, but what was lacking was the reciprocity, the mutuality. There was always conflict between you two because of your egos clashed. You both were heartbroken as far as mirroring each other. You both experience pain, suffering in some shape or form, right? Throughout your life. So that's where the mutual attraction came from, not as far as sex, or I'm talking about, the magnetic pull towards each other. Similar lessons, similar struggles, right? But there was conflict between you two because you two, again, somebody was more spiritually evolved, but both of you guys lack emotional maturation. So you guys came together so that you can learn from one another. Okay. There was an imbalance in the connection here. And again, the connection was rooted in a lot of passion here. I do feel like you two are not at peace when you guys are apart. There's a lot of contemplation, a lot of thinking, a lot of ruminating thoughts, a lot of memories. This is someone laying in a bed or on a coffin. I like to look at this as someone at night thinking. I also look at this card as distance, emotional distance. And again, that ego. He got a big ego, such a huge ego. Lack of reciprocity. It's too big, it's too strong. I don't know the words. But yeah. Somebody was extra guarded here. Lots of fire on this table, lots of fires. Very guarded, very insecure, very possessive, jealous. There's an energy here, because the title of the video is what was the real reason why he left? For some of you guys, he left because he already had another situation, another committed relationship that he was already in. For some of you, this person keeps coming in and out. He turns his back on you one day, 1 month, 1 season, and then he comes back, and then he does it. It's a repeated cycle. It's a repeated cycle. And he's coming up as the emperor. Another reason is this person financially wasn't stable. They may appear to be a boss or stable, or like they got their shit together, but financially, for some of you guys, you may have known this. Somebody didn't feel stable. They didn't feel like they had reached some sort of goal yet. Especially for the ones that had already had a foundation set with another person, possibly a karmic. They didn't feel like they could leave that situation because financially it was auspicious for them or advantageous for them to stay there. It was familiar. It was safe. A lot of them, it was fear. It was weakness. They were weak-minded. Okay? So a lot of it wasn't because of just you. It was because of them. Hey, Christy. Please say hello, like the chat. There's 60 people in here. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Soul Therapy with Magic from Find the Magnificence in You. And this is the real reason why he left. Okay? Thank you for joining me. He betrayed you. He had other people. Third parties, 4 parties, 5 parties. There was competition. And he liked drama. Everywhere he goes, there's drama. He liked the idea of love. He loved the idea. He loved when you first meet someone, the honeymoon stage. That's that right here. That honeymoon stage. He liked that he got a rush, or she got a rush from meeting someone, that newness. This is someone that gets bored easily. He viewed you as someone that brought conflict in his life, or was very guarded or very restrictive. For some of you, not all of you, okay? For some of you, you were very nurturing, but he saw you as innocent and pure. He saw that your love was pure. It was overflowing. And he wasn't used to that. He wasn't used to getting all this attention and all this love. He wasn't used to that. Overflowing amount of love, and it was, for some of you guys, unconditional. Hi, baby D Blue. Hi, Shannon. Y'all like the chat. He wasn't used to that. But he saw you as somebody that was wounded. And like I said in the beginning, like a predator. You know, how do they find their prey? How do they hunt? They sniff their prey out. This was one of his schemes or tactical plans. Is he knew which person or which type of people to prey on. The innocent ones, the vulnerable ones, the wounded ones, the broken ones, the lonely ones. He knew. I got narcissistic energy here. Okay. What do they say about narcissists? They need the supply, right? Another king reversed. Got Aries, Leo, Taurus. I have Capricorn. For the earth sign, he didn't feel like he had enough money, or he wasn't stable yet. The fire sign, he felt like he had to focus more on work. He didn't want anything too serious. He just wanted to have fun. The emperor had a whole family to worry about, and he was all about family first, no matter how bad it was going at home. Yeah. I see too that he left because he got tired of having to, almost because he had to keep wearing a mask. What's this Nine of Wands here? This person was so used to having passion-based relationships that when they met you, they didn't expect to fall in love with you. They didn't expect to feel what they felt for you. That scared the shit out of them. Like, what? I just thought I was having fun here. I just thought I was just going to come in and do my thing. And then, like a thief in the night, I'm surprised it's not on the table. Seven of Swords. Damn. Five of Swords came out. There was arguments, conflict, misunderstandings. There was problems with communication between you two. This person was very manipulative. I think for some of you guys knew their schemes and their tactics, so they couldn't get over on you. So they didn't like that. They didn't like that you knew them that well. They didn't like feeling vulnerable. They didn't like feeling like they weren't in the seat of power. And I could prove it to you because all these kings and this emperor are all reversed. They didn't like that. They didn't have the full control. That bothered them, that scared them. They were very conflicted. They were drawn to your love. They were drawn to the passion, to your warmth. But at the same time, they were also scared of it. They were terrified of it. And look, look, they were terrified of it. Damn, like, what is this? I wasn't expecting this King of Swords, trying to rationalize it, trying to be analytical about it, trying to be logical about it. Like this, no, it's just in my mind. I don't really love them that much. I don't really care about them that much. It's just, this is just a fling. This is just, this is not real. This is not gonna, it can't happen. This person has me. Make them happy. You made them happy. You made them feel safe. You made them feel at home. It felt like they knew you forever. It felt like, you guys knew each other your whole life. For some of you guys, you may have known this person your whole life. There was a special connection. For others of you guys, this was a past life soulmate. This is somebody that you were already involved with, possibly married to, in love with in a past life, or had a close connection with, such as a family member, sibling, parent. So some of you guys did already have a deep bond. But this connection was different, and they didn't understand what was so different about her. Why can't I stop thinking about her or him? Like, why can't I stop thinking about him? It feels so different, right? And I feel like with this Hierophant right behind it, you know, this thinking, anxiety, worry, and stress was because, I always say for me, the Hierophant can be in the reverse freedom or liberation. But here it's highlighting an unconventional relationship where you cried a lot of tears over this person because this person wouldn't commit to you. This person wanted to keep you a secret for some of you guys, not all of you guys. Or this person was so narrow-minded and so rigid that they couldn't see past their own shit, past their own self. Like they couldn't see the ego, past the ego here. This person, this person was operating from their lower self. This person was so concerned with how society would see them or how it would look, or they were so concerned with an image or needing to be with a certain person or looking like they had a certain amount of money. They were so concerned with everything else but this love. What's this Four of Wands? So they detached emotionally from you because that's the only way they knew how to cope with these type of emotions was too much. They kept thinking about, well, no, when I allowed myself to be wide open and express emotions, I got hurt in the past. They were reflecting back on the past and how many times they got hurt. And they're still attached to that energy. And that's why they're operating from the devil energy. This is why they're operating from the lower self. With this person was dealing with addictions, obsessions, sexual addictions, drug addictions, alcohol addictions, all types of addictions. And it's because they didn't learn from their past mistakes. They weren't learning the lessons that were being presented by Spirit. They didn't want to. They wanted to be a free soul, free spirit. They wanted to be out here doing whatever they wanted to do. And in the meantime, in the process, they were hurting you. They were breaking your heart over and over and over and over again. But still, you love them. Still. So the real reason why they left is because you didn't want to see the truth. Okay, this is self-deception. That's their self-deception too. They were deceiving themselves. This is the Seven of Swords because they were manipulative. They kept deceiving themselves. They kept telling themselves that they weren't ready for the relationship. They weren't ready for this type of love, that they weren't worthy of it either. So what was the reason why they left? They left because they were weak. The Emperor's already out. And this is reversed. They felt weak. They felt like they weren't in control. And it's funny because I said they felt like they weren't in control. And the Strength card comes in right after the Emperor. Self-deception. They were in denial. They were in denial that the one thing that they secretly prayed and hoped for was finally here. But when they got a taste of it, they ran away from it. It's too strong. It was too good. It was too right. But because of their own imbalance, they were rendered confused. I felt like the word inept wanted to come out. But in the process, they're healing. They're learning. In the process, there's healing and learning between the both of you guys. Okay, or there was healing and learning if you are in separation, especially if you've been in separation for a long time. And some of you have sadness and isolation. Some of you have gone months, years, and you're still holding on to it. because that love, that connection, that passion was so right. And even if there wasn't any physical touch, the connection itself was so strong that it's like everything else was like oblivious, just so right to you. I saw at the bottom of the deck refusing to see the real reason why they left is because they were refusing to see the truth. They didn't want to seek the truth. They wanted to stay. They wanted to wear the mask. They wanted to stay hidden, or they wanted to stay manipulative because it was easy. It was familiar. Change is hard. Deprogramming from years and years of conditioning is hard. The real reason they left is because they had other people, other options. But they soon found out that those other options weren't viable. They weren't you. Wow. Because you set your boundaries or you stood your ground. That was the real reason they left. It wasn't, you didn't make it easy for them. You got strong. You took back your control. You were the captain of your own shit. You led. You were a leader and you said, no more. I'm not going to take your bullshit anymore. You weren't easily manipulated anymore. You weren't that vulnerable person that you were when they first met you. You weren't hanging on every single word like you used to. You got really, really, really honest with yourself. Really honest. You got very clear. Hey, Oho. And despite everything, you still care, you still love, you still like, but you knew that you had to seek. And what you're seeking is something that will be fulfilling, something that will make your cup runneth over. Some of you guys had to move on because you wanted to heal. Okay? Or this person was still seeking something. They still was seeking a love, because there's still that page where they're seeking some sort of illusion that doesn't exist. The perfect relationship, the perfect partner, for some of you guys. Any more messages, Spirit? I want to pull from this deck. The real reason they left you. It's because this is a wish denied card. Okay? This is a delay, a wish denied. I feel like this person wasn't worthy of you yet. They didn't know your worth. They didn't know your value. And they lack value and worth within themselves. Okay? They missed an opportunity. This door is closing. They missed an opportunity to have a caring connection. They missed this opportunity because they didn't see your worth. Because they were denied the access to you, either by you or the universe, your spirit guides. Something guided you or him or her in an opposite direction. Sometimes things like this happen. People sever relationships because it's for your highest and holiest good. We may not understand it at the time. It may hurt, but like when you look back, right, in hindsight, you're like, damn, I dealt with this person. He wasn't really that great to me. He really didn't treat me that well. Okay? And a lot of times, people leave, or this person left, whoever he or she is, because they didn't want to change. Period. They just didn't want to change. Okay? It was something within themselves that was lacking, that was inadequate, that was insecure, that was broken. It wasn't you. It's their own insecurities here. I feel like this card here, the Seven of Swords reverse, in the extreme, because it's being negatively influenced by the Nine of Pentacles reverse, would be someone running away or avoiding confronting or addressing these feelings that they felt for you. They're in a perpetual state of avoidance of it, not wanting to deal with it, not knowing what it meant, not knowing why they felt the way they felt about you. And don't get me wrong, some of these people just didn't care about you like you thought they did. I got to be completely honest with you. But for the ones that did feel that very close divine soulmate relationship, this person was scared. They were rendered scared because they never felt this way in a long, or maybe if they felt it, they haven't felt it in a very, very long time, or they haven't felt it at all. They haven't felt like this. And because they haven't healed, they still need to heal. They still have lessons to learn. That was the real reason why they left. They walked away because it was easy. And that part might not be for you, Oho. Your person's not manipulative. But remember, manipulation is subtle sometimes, okay? So you may not think that they're not being manipulative, but they may be. So this person walked away. Cards are confirming Virgo energy here. I'm sorry for not calling out signs. I'll go ahead and do that now. Virgo energy walked away because they wanted to soul search, okay? I got a Leo that feels weak. I got or that is unable to fight off temptation, is unable to control their sexual urges. I got an Aries and a Taurian that feels weak, that lacks confidence, that have hidden insecurities. I have a Piscean that's very immature emotionally. I have a Capricorn that's codependent. Okay. I have a Scorpio that just doesn't want to change. I have a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius that's in a self-imposed prison. Trying to be too logical, too analytic, trying to overthink it, to the point that it becomes a burden to them. Conflicted. They feel it. They feel the connection. They want the connection, but then they're scared. But what if? But what if? But what if? Right? So they turn their back. For some of you guys, this person always comes back. For the ones that haven't seen this person in a long time, the real reason they left you was because they didn't deserve you. That's the real reason. Angels of Abundance, please give me a divine message for the collective that's watching. The real reason why he left or she left. I'm going to fix the title. The person had financial fears. Like I said, for some of you guys, I had an earth sign that was worried about finances. It could be any sign, by the way. Money wasn't looking right. They didn't have enough money to provide and support you, especially if they're already in another family. They know that leaving that other family would leave them, render them broke. They know that leaving the other family would mean that they would have to pay child support, possibly alimony. And that would leave them with nothing to give to you. Okay? That was the real reason why they left. The real reason why they left is that they didn't feel good enough on the inside, darling. They really didn't. This is why they had to play mind games. The real reason why they left is because they were a narcissist, honey. And they only needed you for that supplies. As soon as something new was in their face, they forgot all about you. They start giving to others. That's the real reason why he or she left. The real reason why he or she left is because this person is in denial about their own healing. They have been avoiding their trauma, okay? Their mental state, their instability emotionally and mentally. So they created some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy or some sort of delusion or self-deception that continually sabotages relationships. That's the real reason why they left. I see a Virgo or somebody dealing with a Virgo, or you could be the Virgo. I see this person that you're thinking about left because they needed to soul search, because they were going through something. That's the real reason why they left. I see somebody dealing with someone that they had, that they didn't properly set boundaries with, and they thought this person was their dream come true, but they got a rude awakening that this person just wanted to play games. It was conquest for them. That was the real reason why they left. I see an Aquarian here that needs to heal. Okay. Hi, Anne. A card with man. This one. That's the healer of the ages, my love. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I might got to go to the beginning to see the real reason why he left the Aquarian. It's because he knew he had to heal. He was broken on the inside. He was losing. He was not, he lacked faith. He had secretly, for some of you guys, had a poor self-image. He criticized himself. He didn't feel good enough. That was the real reason why he left. You're welcome, Anne. Can you tell me why you wanted to see the card? I got a Leo here. He left because he was a liar. He wore a mask. He was afraid to tell you how he really felt. And it was just easier for him to walk away than to tell you the truth with the throat chakra card. That's the real reason why he left. I got a Taurian here that didn't see your worth, that didn't see the value in what you were trying to give them, that kept repeating the same lessons, that was more concerned with how their family thought the relationship looked or what they thought would be best or how their friends thought would be best or whatever everybody else was thinking. That's all they were concerned about, their image, their status. And they felt that you didn't match them financially. That's the reason why this person left. Okay? I got a Gemini here that left because he just egotistical. He's too prideful to apologize to you. He's too prideful to admit that he was wrong. That's the real reason why he left. I got a Scorpio here. My Lord. The Scorpio. Scorpios. Now, I bow down to people that dealt with Scorpios. The Scorpio has experienced a lot of pain and grief in their life and a lot of darkness. And the real reason why he left was because he didn't have the capacity to love you the way you deserve to be loved, because he was struggling to love himself. He was struggling to change. He feared change because all he knew was suffering. And he knew that the longer he stayed in your life, the more he would make you suffer. That's the real reason why he left. I got somebody that's a Venus in Cancer here that just don't want to be bothered with love. This person here is very wounded, and they're not at peace within. This is why when they come around you, there's always an imbalance. There's always a clash. There's always something that prevents the relationship from being harmonious. It's always something with this person. You say one thing, they take it the wrong way. This is because he or she is not at peace within self. Venus in Cancer. That's the reason why they left. Got a little Piscean here. This Piscean here just been dreaming and dreaming and dreaming. They just be in the clouds all the time, and they want it's almost like this person feels like a Venus opposition Neptune, where they have this fantasy of how love is supposed to be, and they feel like they can't find a perfect match for them because it's not right. Because they're chasing a fantasy that's not real. So they bring drama everywhere they go. They're conflicted within, mama. She's conflicted within, bro. They're chasing some sort of dream, some sort of illusion. Not only are they chasing a dream or something that's not obtainable, but at the same time, this person's foolish. They're immature. They weren't ready for the love you were trying to give them. That's the real reason why they left. I see a beautiful soul out there that was trying to be generous, that was generous, not trying, that was generous, that gave all that they have to a connection, to a person. I see that this person this person's heart got trampled over. This person was disregarded. This person was discarded. This person was ignored. This person was overlooked. This person was unappreciated or not appreciated. This person was not seen. This person was not honored or cherished or valued. I see a person that only wanted to just love. That's all they were trying to do. I was just trying to love you. And they got a rude awakening. And the lesson here was that they needed to choose their battles, which is setting those boundaries up. Okay? Standing your ground. The real reason why he left was because you were deceiving self, because you were lacking love for self. And I know some of you guys are thinking, no, I did love myself. No, you didn't. You don't attract what you're not a vibrational match to. So let's be real here. Self-deception. There's a lot of wounded energy here. This means that you are attracting an experience in order for you to heal a wound within self. Healer of the ages. Our soulmates are the people we interact with. They are mirrors. They're doing something to you that makes you feel uncomfortable because it needs to be addressed, because it needs to be healed. I'm not doing a specific sign, Dominique. Thanks for joining, Mama. I'm talking about the real reason why he left. He left or she left because they didn't know what they wanted. I hope, for the people that didn't catch this from the beginning, I do suggest you rewind and watch the beginning. The real reason why they left is because they're already in a whole other relationship. Some of them married. That's the real reason. They're comfortable. They're comfortable in their little bubble. And this is just to keep up appearances, by the way. Because if it was happy, they wouldn't be coming your way. Trust me. That's the real reason. They had to keep up an image. Thank you, baby. Thank you for joining. That's the real reason. The real reason is you lacked self-worth at the time. You didn't value your own self at the time. And that person came in to teach you how to love self, to teach you how to love. Like that song, Teach Me How to Love, right? And it's a cruel lesson, right? Because you got hurt. It was a very cruel lesson, but it was a very necessary lesson. Some of you guys are still learning. Don't be sad if you're still learning. Everybody learns at their own pace. But they came in to teach you how to love. That's the real reason they left. They had to leave. For some of you guys, that person had to leave so that you could love yourself. So if that person was still in your life, they would have been causing drama, leaving destruction everywhere they go. Everything they touched would be destroyed. So God eradicated them from your life. That's the reason why they left, because God didn't want them there. That's why. Soul therapy. The real reason why they left is because all they were doing was hurting you. There go that narcissist again. Libra energy. Because they still had hangups from the past, because they still couldn't let go of some old hurt or trauma. What's that saying? Hurt people hurt people? That's the real reason why they left. That is the real reason why they left, because they were hurt, they were broken, they were wounded, and you were a beacon of light. It's like the moths fly towards the light. You were a beacon of light, and then you healed them, and then what do? They leave. You know, they get their fix, right? They get their fix and they don't need you anymore, correct? That's the real reason why they left. So I'm going to wrap it up here, 50 minutes. Make it just a whole hour. Spirit, any final messages from my beloved souls watching this video? I'm so grateful for the people that joined this live. If it has touched you, if it has given you some sort of clarity, please donate to my channel, show your support. Drop me a line in the chat. Let me know how this reading, this channeled message has helped, okay? I'm going to be doing these daily. I'm going to try at least. Soul therapy. Any final messages, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. That one fell on the floor, so that's important. We got the Four of Hearts. Interesting. So let's look at the Four of Hearts. I'm going to bring out my trusty phone. I'm going to go to one of my favorite sites for cartomancy, so I can tie in this final message. And once again, thank you so much for being here at 12:55 a.m. Eastern Time and supporting me and my cause here, Soul Therapy. We're needing to heal from these people that left us, and we're needing to understand that they left for a reason. Okay, they were only meant to be in our lives for a season, people. And I know that sounds corny and redundant, but you already know. You know this within soul. You know this to be true, that this person came in, and with all the drama and the pain and destruction, you've changed. You've changed as a person. You are no longer that person that you were before meeting them. And that's facts. And that is the reason why they left. So let's look at this Four of Hearts really quick, because you needed emotional stability. They're saying that you can have true love that's mutual and fair and balanced when you love yourself. When you love yourself, you can have the love of your dreams, even if it's with the same person that hurt you. The real reason why they left was because you need to heal. Sacral chakra is the emotional body. This is where wounding and the imprints from wounding and trauma are stored. And when this sacral chakra gets blocked, it affects intimacy, it affects closeness, and it affects the emotions or the expression of emotions. So the emotions get suppressed. They get suppressed. This person had a overactive or blocked sacral chakra, either making them hypersexualized or making them unable to express emotion or handle very strong emotions. And the real reason why they left is because they weren't able to they couldn't face you to tell you the truth. That was the real reason. And what is the advice for the collective watching? What do you advise them to do moving forward so that they can find healthy partnerships? Ooh, ooh, chile. Ooh, chile. So we got the lovers and the 8 of Wands. I'm going to read those two to you, and that will be this session. So we call this number 1, episode 1, Soul Therapy. The Lovers is a major arcana. It's card 6 in the tarot deck. And here it says, take some time to examine your relationships with others as well as yourself. Are you coming from a place of love? It is important to empathize, remain non-judgmental, and love people for who they are. The same applies to your relationship with yourself. There's an opportunity now to bring your being into a harmonious whole. Forgive your faults and rejoice in your perfect uniqueness. It may also be time to examine the choices you make regarding matters of the heart. Are you choosing to have people in your life who support and empower you? Surround yourself with only those who encourage and sustain you and who push you or guide you to be all that you truly can be. This will help you value yourself and raise your vibration to that of unconditional love. There may also be an opportunity for a new romance, for improving an existing romance, or for healing a disharmonious relationship. Seize this energy and take action. If you're looking for a new romance, make yourself available and be more open. See it and feel it in your life right now. This will raise your vibration and attract the new love to you. If you're looking to improve an existing romance, then maybe it's time to be creative. A weekend getaway, a romantic dinner, or simply the person how much you love and appreciate them. To heal disharmonious relationships, open a dialogue. Let the person know that you value the relationship and want to improve it. Success and growth. It says here, the energy of manifestations around you now, and you're being moved forward in a positive way. Stay focused on your heart. When this card appears, success is at hand, and it may happen quickly. Your past efforts are being rewarded. This is a time of new, flourishing relationships and successful resolutions to conflict and struggle. This is also an ideal period for greater understanding and personal growth. Listen for messages that will help you see yourself and others in a fresh and positive light. These messages can come from anywhere: your spirit guides, nature, books, or even a television program. They bring you new belief about love and what is possible. Old ways of thinking and being are coming to an end. Plant these new ideas as seeds and watch them take root and grow. That was a beautiful message. I hope it resonated. Please let me know how y'all felt about that. Okay? This is magic. This is soul therapy. I hope this helped, okay? Give you clarity. Jackie. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Dominique. Thank you. I hope this helped to give you the clarity that you were seeking tonight. Thank you again for joining me. Soul Therapy, episode 1. You're welcome.